Alright, and then something I've been wanting to get into as well is Death Note. Now, my girlfriend has recommended me this, and there's not that many volumes, so I should have honestly started with this first because I could have been done with it, but I'm gonna get into this. This version has 2 volumes, so I'll probably just get through one today or just get through a little bit. Collect more of these. I think there's only 5 or 6 of these, and I watched a couple episodes with my girlfriend and I really enjoyed it, but since I got into reading, I've been getting into manga. I figured I'd just get it and read it. Got really excited to get into this, so this... yeah, that's sick. I love anything noir, like dark, noir, mystery, detective. For instance, like Seven, Zodiac. I love those movies, so I'm definitely excited to get into this. Wasting no time, I'm gonna get right into Death Note. This leg we hit. And this, where you're not traveling on the leg, so basically not having a make shot. So you can do this is good. When you go to butterfly guard, you're going to follow me wherever I go. You're going to keep this hook really sticky, keep your head down, walking, good. I kind of get immediately when you're stepping over, you're shifting, getting this cross face. So I just kick this leg back and then replace it. If I land in the side control here, he's just gonna strip away every time. Good? Let's do it. 1 second. Alright, got a package. See what's inside. So, first is going to be Chainsaw Man. This is the 7th volume. I am loving this series. Didn't expect it to be so funny and creepy. It's definitely creepy. Loving Chainsaw Man. The next one I just started. That is the 2nd edition of Death Note. It contains 2 volumes, 3 and 4. The first book contains the 1st and 2nd volume. Another series I am loving because of its brutality, and that's Berserk Volume 5. I am loving the artwork of these individual volumes, so excited to get into this. Love this cover. Super, super sick. Alright, next, I've been dying to get into this as well. Something I've never read, or a character I've never read, and that is absolute Martian Manhunter. I've never read Martian Manhunter, but I only hear good things about this. The artwork, how unique it is. And it's short, not too long, so it'd be super easy to get into. So excited about this. Next, this is actually one of my favorite movies. I had no idea this was a comic book. And I definitely feel stupid for that. But that is The Crow. And the artwork, black and white. Man, this is gonna be sick. This looks amazing. And I think I'm going to separate the videos. Some will just focus on just manga and comics, and the other ones will just be kind of the series, different book series that I'm reading. For instance, I'm reading Red Rising right now, so my videos will be solely focused on Red Rising, and then other videos will be solely focused on comics, manga, just to separate it so it's not just overload. All right, man, long day. So instead, just gonna get more into Death Note. Yeah, I honestly don't know how people can read multiple books at a time. Like, just my brain can't. Probably just my OCD, but. All right, headed to the gym. Super muggy. Just like this, keep them flat. Okay, just go back with your partner. Your partner's doing, try both of those, and then we'll do the pass. Good? All right, but this isn't good here because I'm still like on my back. Like, my better posture is gonna be sitting back up. So here, maybe sometimes this happens before I set him down, or I just put him down and he starts to sit back up right here. Okay? Okay. I have to let go. Keep with this. Boom, I'm gonna get swept. Okay? So you have to let go. And down. I'm gonna get my butt up. Okay, I'm gonna push this leg away from me. Okay, that's gonna help me, and then I move. Sometimes you can do this and you just hop. But the moment I start to flatten him out, he starts to extend back. Here. Okay, if he sits back up, down. Alright, before bed, gonna get into some Death Note. Ryuk. Love Ryuk's design. The Shinigami realm is really cool too. Alright, so this video will just be comics, manga, and I just finished the first volume in this. So anything in regards to dark, deep mystery, I really enjoy it. So the artwork is like crisp in this. Like, it's not overwhelming. I love the artwork in Berserk. It's one of my favorites, but there's a lot going on. There's a lot of layers with this Death Note. A lot of rules, a lot of complexity. I will say, Light Yagami, he's evil. He's straight villain mode right now. I'm gonna make the perfect utopia under my rule. Like, bruh, get out of here. On the last chapter, I'm loving this series. Alright, that is the first edition, I guess, of Death Note, Volume 1 and 2. The story is super complex, and a bunch of twists and turns. A bunch of twists and turns, plot twists. Yeah, I love this edition of Death Note.
I can't believe you remember that. That's so funny.
Oh yeah, of course. No, I need it now. Heavy duty. All right, headed to the gym. We got gi class today. It was a really good night of jiu-jitsu. Felt great, a little tired, but never really feel this good in the gi, but felt great. Something I've been wanting to get into for a while now is absolute Martian Manhunter. I've read so many other things now, I finally have the time to get into this. It's relatively short. I love the Absolute series. The Absolute series is the best thing DC has done recently. I have never read anything Martian Manhunter. And to my knowledge, this is very, very different than the usual Martian Manhunter. But Batman and Superman, although they're different, they're still Batman and Superman. Already, like, this variant cover of the first one is amazing. Message to my fellow Martians. Alright, I gotta hold this up and put this light on. Okay, I kind of see. This is terrible. We're the Martian. That's so cool. Alright, we got Nogi this morning. If for whatever reason, like there's like some disconnection, like he's not just gonna stay down. He's going to always sit back up, scoot his butt back, get his defensive posture every single time. So right here, okay, this is a timing thing. I can't let him sit back all the way up. It won't work. It's right here, the back here. Okay, this right here, he's really weak right here. Hop over and get a little Toriando. But to completely kill it, we're gonna get down. Alright, it's new morning. Time to get back into absolute Martian Manhunter. All day, I was thinking about this. I could not wait to get back into this. Can't wait to finish it. The artwork, even the story right now is very, very unique. So, it's kind of funny how the Martian looks and how he is just standing there sometimes. Visually, definitely the coolest comic I've ever read. Little Batman Easter egg in here. Is that Darkseid? Okay. It is Darkseid. Wow. Wow. Every page in this is so unique. Like, I don't know how someone can come up with all these illustrations, because they're all insane. The Martian taking the moon. Come on! Just finished Absolute Martian Manhunter. Man, what a trip. Definitely the most interesting comic I've read. The ending was great. Love the ending. I love the detective stuff, so definitely a fan of that. The Martian fight scene was really, really cool. Super interesting. Not being afraid to ask for help, you know? It's a tough thing. I feel like I struggle with that a lot. So, see if I can find any of those variants and collect some. Now I need to get into Absolute Flash. That's one I really, really want to try. Alright, a series I've been dying to get back into, a series I'm starting to really enjoy, is Berserk. Now this is volume 5 of Berserk. The first 4 were amazing. Artwork, story, characters, everything. It was brutal. So this right here, probably one of my favorite covers right now out of the 5. Interested to know more about this Griffith character. Seen the Bailey? Okay, done with the Golden Age. I just want to know what Griffith is cooking up. Alright, the start of Nosferatu Zod. Nosferatu Zod looks creepy. The artwork is so cool. Alright, that's it for the 5th volume. Now, I have to read the 6th one. So, I would say each one, it makes you want to read the next one, like, immediately. We'll probably end the video on the comics and manga that I've read. I'm probably just going to keep it to what I've read in this video. So, I'll make another video on other comics and manga that I have that I need to get into. But the reason why I wanted to stop it here is because I really want to start Dark Age, and if I'm reading this, I really can't read anything else. I really want to put all my attention and focus into this. We're going to start with volume 5 of Berserk. Definitely one of my favorite covers. The origin story kind of wraps up in this volume, learn a little bit more about Griffith. Something popped up that was in kind of the first 2 volumes. Now everything is kind of tying together. So definitely going to get the next couple volumes here. Really, really loving the series. Love Guts. Griffith, I'm confused, honestly. I really have no idea what to think about Griffith. One monster in this, Nosferatu Zod. The design, character, the monster, scary, definitely. So, for me, 5 out of 5. I'm either really critical, like very, very critical, or I absolutely love it. So, for me, it'll either be 5 stars or maybe like 2.5, 3 is not good. So, in another manga, we have Death Note. This edition collects the volumes 1 and 2. The individual volumes, the covers are really cool, but the sprayed black edges just kind of give it that Death Note feel. Ryuk's design, awesome. The artwork in here is crisp, and I love the noir kind of very dark mystery. The main character, I mean, narcissist, but smart. We'll see if that's his downfall. Definitely gonna get into the second one here soon. I actually have it right here, so this will be on another video. You know, I love a good mystery, and I will say this will keep you on your toes, and there's a twist every page. There's just constant twists. So yeah, huge fan of this. Death Note, the first edition, I'm gonna give this a 5 stars as well. Like I said, I'm not too critical on things that I like, but if I don't like it, I'm going to be like so critical. I'm so judgmental, it's insane. Alright, and one that really caught me by surprise, and I knew it was going to be good because everyone said how good it was, and when I read it and finished it, I was like, it was good. The artwork is super cool, but letting it sit and thinking more of it, it's amazing. Honestly, it's so good. And that's absolute Martian Manhunter. The story in this is just touching. The designs of the characters, the way the comic flows, very interesting message, a very interesting comic. You know, feeling lost in, you know, just a chaotic world. There's chaos all around us. There's madness. There's evil things happening all around the world. And also the battle, you know, between good and evil. The ideas in this comic are unlike anything I've ever read. It doesn't go very in depth with the detective, but the Martian is kind of that. Is this entity that he knows everyone's history, very obscure things about people because of the Martian, and that leads to his detective work. Man, the way this comic, it's the beginning of the comic, it's pretty much he's asking, why do people do what they do? Literally the first line of the comic is, why do people do the things they do? So in a world of chaos and hatred, how can we overcome that? I thought this was a very cool way to display that. The artwork was so amazing. This is like a 6 out of 5. But I will say, I think this might be my favorite. This is definitely going to grow on me as well. So I'll be hesitant to say it's my favorite right now, but this will definitely keep growing on me for sure. So next comic video will be me getting into Chainsaw Man Volume 7, and then I'm going to get into The Crow. I am so excited about this. I've just kind of skimmed through it, skimmed through some of the artwork, and it looks amazing. So I'll probably get some other Berserk as well. And then I think I already talked about it, but I definitely want to get Absolute Flash. I think that's the next Absolute series I want to get. I've read Absolute Wonder Woman, and it was really, really good. But I want to try the Flash. So that's it for the video, comics and the manga. Next video will be me tackling Dark Age. Look out for that, and then other videos planned, those comics, manga. After Dark Age, we have Lightbringer. I have to decide what I want to read next, and there are so many options. And there's a few that I've kind of narrowed down that I really want to get into. It's either The Blade itself, Empire of Silence, Sun Eater, Stephen King, because I'm trying to read Stephen King in order, because I really want to get to Dark Tower, and then John Gwynne, I think it's Malice. So definitely want to try to dip my toes into some fantasy as well. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next video.